from my reckoning. I'll just wait for Sarah to confirm that we are live streaming. Okay, members, I can confirm that we are live. So welcome to the Licensing Act Subcommittee. I will just let our public participants into the meeting.
Okay, good morning. Welcome to this virtual meeting of the Licensing Act Subcommittee. Before consideration of today's business, I will outline the protocols for the meeting. Today's meeting is being live streamed to the public via Microsoft Teams and is also being recorded. When members are speaking, they may choose to use their video. If the Council's live stream fails during the meeting and we cannot share the proceedings, the meeting will be adjourned so that access can be restored. If the issue cannot be resolved, the Chairman will halt the meeting and the remaining business will be concluded at a future date. If a member experiences a technical issue, the Chairman will adjourn for a short period to try and re-establish their connection. As members are called to speak, the Chairman will remind you to switch on your microphone. If for some reason you cannot be heard, the Democratic officer will advise you. The vote will be taken by roll call and the result announced by the Democratic Services Officer. Members must be present for the duration of the discussion on the application in order to be able to vote. We have public representation at the meeting today and they will be joining the meeting by telephone. Where a member has declared a non-registrable interest, a disclosable pecuniary interest or an interest by virtue of any trade union membership in a matter, they must leave the virtual meeting. Their departure will be confirmed and they will be invited to rejoin the meeting at the appropriate time. To confirm the procedure for today's meeting is that members of the committee who wish to speak on an item should indicate by using the raise your hand function. Before we start today's business, I will ask the committee members to confirm they are present and state their electoral division. I will now call your name. Please confirm your name and electoral division. Councillor Biscoe.
I'm Bert Biscoe. I represent the Boscawen division in Truro.
Thank you. Councillor Brown.
Malcolm Brown, councillor for St Austell, Bethel.
Thank you. And Councillor Evans.
I'm Geoffrey Evans and I represent Falmouth Orwennick.
Thank you. I can confirm that the following officers are also present. We have Jess Daniels, Licensing Officer, Kingsley Keat, Legal Officer, and myself, Rowena Brebner, Democratic Services Officer. The first item on the agenda is election of chairman for the meeting. Could I please have nominations for the election of chairman?
I'll propose Councillor Biscoe.
Is there a seconder?
Yes, I'll be pleased to second.
Thank you. I'll take the vote by roll call. So the proposal for Councillor Biscoe as chairman. Councillor Biscoe?
For.
Councillor Brown?
For.
Councillor Evans?
For.
Thank you. Councillor Biscoe, you are chairman for the meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, colleagues. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this licensing meeting. I'm run through the running order. I'm actually going to read it because there's a lot of it. It may sound complicated, but actually it's fairly straightforward in terms of the proceeding that we're going to follow. We do everything in turn. I will also be inviting each of the people who have indicated they wish to speak to indicate that they're with us. And to just say who they are and who they're representing. So firstly, I'm going to go through the procedures. The licensing service, I'll also be inviting each of the people who have indicated they wish to speak. Rowena, I seem to be getting my voice back at me. To just say who they are and who they're representing.
Hello, meeting producer Helen Snell here. Can I just check who was speaking? If I can just check the members of the public we have. We have somebody dialing in with a number ending 687. Would you be able to identify yourself, please? Okay, we're not sure who that person is at the moment. We also have somebody dialing in on a number ending 203. Would you be able to identify who you are, please?
Yeah, that's me. It's Councillor Ross Durkin from Wendron Parish Council.
Great. Thank you very much, Councillor Durkin. If you could keep your mic on mute, or we seem to have had a bit of interference there a moment ago. And then we also have a telephone number. We also have a telephone number ending 625. Are you able to advise who you are, please?
Yep, Sam Burridge, resident of Carnkye.
Sam Burridge, thank you very much. Okay, I'm not sure who. Do we have another member of the public on the phone, please?
Yes, myself, Georgina Wilkes.
Okay, Gina Wilkes. Okay, you're coming up with a strange number. It just ends 687, but we've got you identified as that person now. Lovely, thank you very much, Chairman.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so the licensing service, that is the licensing officer, will outline the matter to the committee. And they will mention any conditions or amendments that have been suggested and or agreed in the run-up to this meeting. Members of the committee will then be able to ask questions of the licensing service if they have any. And then I will invite any party. The committee will consider any request made by a party for permission for another person to appear at the hearing. That means that basically people who are speaking on behalf of other people, I will ask them who they are and who they're representing. Then I will ask the applicant, which is Mr. Sobey, or their representative, to present their application and to call any witnesses that they may have in support of their application. And then I will invite members to ask questions of the applicant or their representative or their witnesses if the members have any. That's members of the committee. I will then ask if there is anybody from the responsible authorities from within the council in relation to the application. With the exception of the licensing officer, I don't think we've got any today. And then members can again ask questions of the responsible authorities. And we will ask representations from external responsible authorities, that's the police, etc., in relation to the application. I don't think we've got any of those either. And then members can ask questions of them. And then I will invite the other persons. That will be, I think, according to my list, Mr. Burridge, Ms. Wilkes, and Emma Langton, if Emma Langton is with us. They're the ones who've indicated that they will be wishing to speak. I think that's right. Okay. And then members again can ask questions of those other persons when they have completed their representation. And then the chairman and the members of the committee will be able to ask any further questions of any parties should they have them. And once that is done, I will invite the applicant, Mr. Sobey, to make a final submission. He has the final right of reply. And then if there's anything which members of the committee wish to clarify, they will do that. And then we will retire to obtain legal advice. And the legal officer and democratic services officer will clearly come with us.